Welcome back into Wave 3 Listens Live. I'm joined again by another familiar face of the program, JPirtle, who has been on with both John and myself before. JP, welcome into the show.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for being here, man. All right, so you work in one of the most exciting industries that's going on right now because of how hot the market is. Talk about the current real estate environment here in Kentuckiana.
Yeah, and we've been saying this for a while. It's been on fire. I mean, absolutely on fire for several years now. Right now we're experiencing a very low inventory in the market for several reasons. I don't have time to tell you all the reasons, but there's a lot of reasons. But it is a great time to sell your home. I mean, with the inventory being so low right now, I mean, I think it's probably the best time ever I've ever seen to sell your home. And we've been saying sort of that for a long time.
But this takes the
inventory's never been this low going into April. I mean, we're in March. In the past, you've had inventory of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,000 houses on the market, and right now we're under 1,000 houses on the market.
That's insane.
So it's a great time to sell your home.
So a lot of people probably have heard of you before. They've seen your TV ads. They've seen your signs around town. Give us a little bit of background on JPirtle and just all of the different things that you guys provide.
Sure. We've been in business approximately 20 years. I've been doing real estate for about 25 years. We have about 70 to 80 real estate agents that work at our firm. And our big difference that we try to exemplify is we give people options. So when they want to sell their home, especially in this market right now, coronavirus, so we give you two options. Number one, we can put your house on the market and list it and get you retail dollars, and we have a great marketing plan. We actually put your house on television until it sells. We're big believers in TV. It's my best marketing, and it's by far my best marketing. But if people don't want to go through the listing process, if they don't want to have the inspections, the appraisals, the lenders, we also give you an as-is cash offer on your property too, if you want to sell it. And you have to agree on that price. It has to be a win-win for everybody. And if a lot of times, a lot of people go for that, and and we have a baby boomer program right now for baby boomers. A lot of people love their house. They love their house. They don't want to move, but they need cash, and they don't want to do a reverse mortgage for whatever reason. So a lot of times we can buy their house for cash. We put a bunch of cash in their pocket. They stay at their home they've been in for years and years, and we lease it back to them for life for a guaranteed lease amount.
Wow. You guys have a lot of different opportunities and options for people, right? So let's go back to the inventory situation again. You've got somebody that's watching TV right now. They're sitting here watching the program, hearing us chat about all of this, and they're saying, I've been thinking about selling. I've been thinking about it. I know the market was hot 3 years ago, last year, even during the pandemic. But now is the time. I mean, are you talking, what kind of top dollar are you talking about? If you could put it into perspective for me, a percentage or, maybe 10%, 5% more than last year. What are we looking at from, what kind of an ROI these people might be able to get?
Yeah, it's really good, and it's hard to say on that, but because it's supply and demand, because there's hardly any houses. We're seeing houses when they get listed, you're getting, dozens and dozens of showings, sometimes 10, 15, 20 offers. And a lot of times people are going 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, $40,000 over asking price for what they're getting for their houses because there's so many buyers and not enough sellers. So it's hard to put any kind of percentage, but I will tell you this.
Say it's more.
If you're thinking about it, now is the time, because I'm telling you, we're in this hangover because of Corona with this inventory. It's going to come. This is going to be a crazy summer for real estate because the inventory usually hits in March, April, and May. I think the inventory is going to hit in May, June, and July. So, but right now is a great window to sell your house. And even if you're out there like you said, and they're like, well, we want to sell, but they're afraid they're not going to be able to find something. We have some good options for that for you.
You beat me to my next question.
Yeah, so we have some really good options for that to protect you. A lot of people are afraid, well, if I do sell my house, and then we get this house, and then am I going to be able to sell mine? You're going to be able to sell, but we do have a guarantee that we can offer you that if we don't sell your home, it's usually 45 to 59 days, we can guarantee you that we'll buy your house for this price if you did buy a house and know you want to have it sold.
Wow, that sounds amazing. Now, this is just my ignorance on the real estate market, so this is just my curiosity here. What has led, obviously the pandemic you continue to refer to as been a huge factor in this. What has led to the current inventory situation?
Yeah,
why are we where we
need about a 2-hour segment for that.
Well, abbreviated version.
In short, it's a coronavirus hangover, I think, because just a lot of people have been afraid to sell their houses.
They're just hunkered down.
And one thing I'll throw in there is usually in the United States, less than 3% of people are not making their mortgage payments. Right now, over 15% of people.
Wow.
And there's a lot of reasons for that because, and that's one reason a lot of people are not making their mortgage payments either because they're unable or because some of it's strategic because they don't have to. So why sell my home if I don't have to make a mortgage payment? So it's a lot of people.
There's multiple factors that have led to this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no doubt. So, okay, obviously a great seller's market. Buyers, I'm sure that are watching right now, they might say it is frustrating. It's frustrating when you get into a bidding war and you're having to go $30,000, $40,000 above asking. What would you tell to the buyers, though? And again, they need to call you too because you've helped navigate these seas before.
Absolutely. So, it's all relative. We're going to look at the situation for every buyer. We have a great program for buyers. We don't charge any commissions, and they need a strategy to get a good deal, and we have great strategies for home buyers and home sellers. So I would tell them to be optimistic, and it's still a great time to buy. These rates are still right at 3%.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and the rates historically low, right? So always going to be a good time when the rates are that way. Now, you touched on it earlier, but I'd like you to dive into it a little bit deeper if you don't mind on the differentiator of you and your company versus other real estate agents. Because let's face it, there's a lot of competition out there from a real estate standpoint, but you guys do things differently. Can you talk about that a little more?
Yeah, we've been doing it, and we have a proven, repeatable system to sell homes. So when we list your house, we still believe in marketing that property. We put your house on television. You have your own commercial spot. We put your home on broadcast TV 3 times per weekend, and that's seen by tens and tens of thousands of people. And honestly, if somebody told me, JP, you could only have one marketing source, it would be television.
And that's
the power.
Yeah, we love to hear that here at a TV station. We absolutely do.
So that's our big difference, TV. And then we also give the people the option. If you don't want to list your house and you don't want to go through that, then we'll buy it. And a lot of people are doing that. And we don't push anybody one way or the other. We give them their option. So the answer to your question is we give people 2 options.
Yeah, options. People want options.
And I'm the only person I know in town that does that for sellers.
All right, so folks watching right now, whether it be a seller or a buyer, they've maybe been sitting on their hands a little bit, waiting out the pandemic, kind of seeing what's going to happen in the market. Now is the time. If they call you, take me through that process. What's that like? For a buyer or a seller, when they call the office, does somebody come out and meet with them? What's
absolutely.
It like?
If a seller calls, we'll get all their information, find out what their goals are, and then myself or one of my partners will come out to the property on a listing and analyze their property. We'll tell you what it's worth. We'll show you comparables, and we'll show you exactly what we think you're going to walk away if you list it. And then we also show you, hey, if you don't want to go through that process, here's what we'll pay for it. We pay their closing costs most of the time, so we'll show you exactly how much you're going to net either way. And the third option is nothing. We don't put any pressure on you. If nothing else,
not hard selling. No.
If nothing else, you've made a new friend. You know what your house is worth, and we just want to help you. But I will tell you this. Buyers or sellers, life is short. Don't wait till tomorrow.
That's right.
Go ahead and buy your dream home. Sellers, sell your house, move on with your life. It's too short not to have what you want in life.
Well, it sounds too like, again, you guys are fully transparent. You lay the cards on the table. And you show the people, and you walk them through the process. So it sounds great. If people want to find out more information or get in contact with you or your team, how do they do that?
jpso.com, jppirtle.com. They can call our office. We don't believe in answering machines. We have somebody answering our phones even on the weekends. My father answers the phone for us.
There you go.
458-2722. We'd love to help anybody that needs any real estate help.
Dream JPirtle Realtors. JP, thanks again for being here today.
Thank you very much.
All right, we'll be right back on Wave 3 Listens Live.